All right, guys, welcome back to the Hoops Nerd NBA show. Today we're going to talk about the Lakers because I think they're one of the most fascinating teams coming into this season. In a lot of ways, I think they're a title contender, but there's some things about them I think people aren't mentioning or aren't thinking about correctly. There's a lot of drama that comes with the Lakers too, and they've already started to see some things go wrong. DeMarcus Cousins has his ACL tear, and then the recording on TMZ and all that stuff. DeMarcus Cousins is not going to be a part of this team next year, but I don't know how much that really matters because the Lakers have Anthony Davis and LeBron James. We can talk about all the things with Dwight Howard, and I don't know how much Dwight Howard is even going to play for the Lakers. If he does, that's great. I actually feel like Dwight Howard is a perfect fit for this team if he can be a rim protector and a rebounder and a pick and roll big that can play off of LeBron and all the other guys on the team that handle the ball. I think he could be nice. Dwight also gets really annoying in the locker room. So if he can handle that, then it's great. And the Lakers set him up with a contract that will put up with no nonsense. And so if Dwight can come in, work hard, sounds like he's lost weight. If he can be good, it'll be good. We'll see. Dwight Howard's a good player still and can still contribute. It's the locker room stuff that always causes a problem. But the big thing with the Los Angeles Lakers is going to be this season, it's going to be LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's the Lake show this year. And I don't know how many games the Lakers are going to win in the regular season. I think they're going to win enough games to obviously make the playoffs. But I don't know if that's really, like, seeding for the Lakers might not matter because when the Lakers get to the playoffs, at the end of the day, they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And that's a hard team to beat in the playoffs. LeBron James has gone to the finals like 7 years in a row or whatever it is. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you will. He's that good. And if he has a player like Anthony Davis next to him, probably the best player he's ever had on his team to play with, that's going to be tough to deal with. I am one that's never going to count out LeBron James until we see him fall off. Until LeBron James falls off, until the talent level or the age sets in, I'm not going to count him out because I've done nothing but see LeBron James dominate opposing teams in the playoffs. And there's no reason why we can't see that this year. He's terrifying if you're not a Laker fan, but he is getting older. So that's one of the question marks. And that's, I guess, what I want to talk about is a little bit. The Lakers are going to be fine. They're going to be really good, barring injury, obviously. But in the playoffs is where they're going to shine. The regular season, they just got to get there. Anthony Davis has not played a lot of games during his career every season. He's playing about 70 games per season, and he's had injuries before. So that's the big question mark for the Lakers. Can Anthony Davis stay healthy? And they're going to rely a lot on him. I know they picked up some pretty nice pieces. Danny Green, I guess Quinn Cook, Avery Bradley, Rajon Rondo. It's not the greatest supporting cast. Danny Green's pretty good. But they're going to rely a lot on Anthony Davis and LeBron James because those are the guys that are going to have to win the games for them. They don't have the luxury of depth that a lot of teams do. So the Lakers are going to be playing those guys more than they probably want to make sure they get in the playoffs. But even if they're in like the 8th or 7th seed, once they're in, they're good because they've got LeBron and Anthony Davis. But that's the big question mark for them. Can they stay healthy? Can Anthony Davis play enough? The other thing I want to watch this year with Anthony Davis is how good is Anthony Davis? We know he's great. The numbers are undeniable how fantastic he is. But has he been hidden in New Orleans? Every time I do a New Orleans video, no one watches it. Every time you do something about New Orleans, no one watches it. No one watches New Orleans. You know, for as good as Anthony Davis is, and he knows this, it's part of why he went to the Lakers. No one watched him play. And so he could be the best player in the league and he could be overrated. We don't quite know yet. And I want to see, is he the best player in the league? Is he still top 5? Or were there nights where he was being hidden because he was in New Orleans? Were there nights where he's like 17-5 against a really good team like the Warriors, and then on nights where he's playing the Sacramento Kings or something, he has 35-14? You know, I want to see him be consistently great against everybody, and I think he will. I think Anthony Davis is going to be great. And of course he's going to be good when you're next to LeBron James. I do feel like they need to just pack that team with shooting, and they haven't quite done it yet. Kyle Kuzma is going to get better. He honestly kind of fell into some of the things that some of the young players in the league who are on, not great teams fall into, where they become like the focus of a defense. And when Kyle Kuzma is trying to learn and grow and improve and become a better player, but you're the focus of the defense, that's hard to do. Now he's going to play off of LeBron James, Anthony Davis. I think Kyle Kuzma could shine this year, maybe get that 3-point percentage, because it was like 30, 31%. He needs to get that to 36. If he can shoot 36%, he can become a really dynamic offensive player, because we know that he can dribble, drive, pass, score at the rim, and then, of course, shoot. He's got that talent. Now it's time for Kuzma to find consistency. Danny Green's going to be a solid shooter for them. I just think it's a depth thing with the Lakers. If they can just get to the playoffs, they should be good. But the depth during the season, 82 games, is going to be tough. And we saw LeBron James get his first injury last year, the first one that really sidelined him 2 or 3 weeks. And that was the nail in the coffin. And finally, one other thing that I think about with the Lakers, and I know, I mean, Laker fans, let me know how you feel in the comments. I'm a big Lonzo Ball fan. And I think one of the the stories that wasn't talked about enough last year was when Lonzo Ball got injured. That hurt the Lakers, because Lonzo Ball's a really nice defender and created a lot of good defensive just prowess from the guard spot last year, and they don't have that anymore. Who's going to step up for that defense when Lonzo Ball's not there? I really like Lonzo Ball. And Brandon Ingram too. Like, he had those long arms and he played good defense, and he was a good passer and a good shooter. They don't have that anymore, so they're going to have to make up for that from other things. And that might be tough. That's the issue, depth. So can the Lakers just get to the playoffs? And then once they're in the playoffs, it's Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and all bets are off, because those are two guys that are really hard to eliminate. So Lakers are going to be fascinating this year. I'm excited to watch them. I think they've got some interesting pieces, but it comes down to just super high level top 5 talent at the top. Can the other guys step up for them? Can Kuzma step up? Rajon Rondo, sorry, Danny Green. It's not great, guys. It's not great. So they're going to have those guys step up and be good for them. Otherwise, it's going to be tough. The Western Conference is really difficult, and you can't falter. And the Lakers found that out last year. They were at 4th in the West at one point. LeBron got hurt. Lonzo got hurt. They had other injuries. They fell right off the map. They can't have that this year. So depth is the issue, staying healthy, and they should be fine. Guys, like and subscribe this channel. I will talk to you later.